Calaroga Shark Media.
People are really wigged about this Australian version of The Office. Calm down, everyone. Hi, I'm Johnny Mac with your daily comedy news. They're acting like, oh, I can't believe they made an Australian version of The Office. Are you paying attention? There's a zillion versions. There's a version on Hulu that I watched that's Hindi. It's like half Hindi and half English, and the dialogue goes back and forth, and sometimes I read the captions, and it's The Office. I get it. And I don't know if you know this. The Office, as great as it was originally a British series starring Ricky Gervais, so let's stop acting like we can't make a new one. Felicity Ward stars in the Australian Office and has told fans Ricky Gervais personally approved her casting. Felicity said, Ricky Gervais has approved a female lead. He's very excited about a female lead, just in case anyone is angry. Australian Office will be on Prime Video in the Australia and UK on October 18th. If you're in the US, you're not going to get it unless you have one of those VPNs. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, say no more. She was asked how she's feeling about the show's release on October 18th and said, pretty chill, actually. English people and people that love The Office, they're like, hey, whatever you want to do, that's fine. Felicity plays Hannah Howard, manager of the Sydney-based box company Finley Craddock. She says, I did zero preparation because I read the script and I'm like, oh my God, this is every annoying part of my personality. I've been preparing for this my whole life. And I don't know if the showrunner, I don't know how much she had seen of me before, but it was like as if she got the tapes and then edited out the charm and the bits that people liked about me and then just wrote a character. So it's just there. It's very strange playing a character where you're supposed to make people cringe. Jeff Dunham has a new Christmas Carol-inspired comedy special coming out. This one also on Amazon Prime. This one you can watch in the States. It'll be out November 19th. It is titled Jeff Dunham's Scrooged Up Holiday Special in Jeff Dunham's See, I'm leaving that in. I did you hear that? All right, I misspoke and I said screwed up, and then I was going to do the pickup, and then I realized screwed up is funny, so I'm leaving all that in, including the explanation. This is where I start over. Jeff Dunham's Scrooged Up Holiday Special premiering on another bust. Leave it in. I'm giving you a little behind the scenes here. All right, take 3. Jeff Dunham's Screwed Up. You'd swear I'm doing a bit. Take 4. Jeff Dunham's Scrooged Up Holiday Special premieres November 19th. In Jeff Dunham's Scrooged Up Holiday Special, Jeff Dunham recreates the beloved Charles Dickens holiday story with his iconic characters in the classic roles. Guess who's Scrooge? That's right, Walter. But when Jeff assigns Bubba J, Peanut, Little Jeff, and Ahmed to their thespian parts, they don't quite agree, and the plan spins hilariously out of control during this stand-up comedy special. It's Jeff Dunham's 13th comedy special. His second in 2024. Remember back on Valentine's Day, he did I'm with Cupid? No, me neither. This is his 3rd Christmas-themed special, following completely unrehearsed last-minute pandemic holiday special from 2020, great title, and Jeff Dunham's very special Christmas special in 2008. Nate Bargatze and his wife Laura are helping build an indoor practice facility for the Donaldson Christian Academy. They've donated a gift of $650,000 with an additional matching gift of $650,000 to help the DCA with the project. Nate is an alumni of DCA, graduating with the class of 97. The DCA said, we're excited to announce the potential addition of an indoor practice facility. The facility will allow us to better serve all of our Wildcats by creating a space that can be used for multiple purposes during all our seasons. The indoor space will feature competitive athletic facilities, state-of-the-art strength training, multi-purpose space for band and early learning, and new locker rooms and office spaces. Roy Wood Jr. did some crowd work and bonded with an audience member over catching her boyfriend cheating on Facebook. He bonded by saying he was caught on AOL Instant Messenger. The Stanford Daily says Wood's joke about AOL wasn't the only one that aged him, but he maintained relevance to the college student audience by highlighting the twisted nature of the textbook sale industry. Wood joked about a process called book buyback. The program allows students to sell used textbooks at the school bookstore or a quote-unquote sketchy online company for around 1/10 of the original price. Yeah, if you've got any kids in college, the textbook game is insane. I actually teach 2 college classes. I don't use a textbook. I use my own knowledge. I teach a radio class and a podcasting class, so I can write the notes off the top of my head. Roy said, I know a scam when I see one. How much new calculus came out in the past few months? SmilePolitely.com caught up with the ever-so-serious Hari Kondabolu. Smile asked Hari, what's it like being a smart comedian? Hari said, what it means is you get described as smart and brilliant, and what did Time Out New York say? Deals in calmly reasoned polemics. But the word funny isn't used nearly enough. The only thing I want to see is funny. He's really funny, hysterical. I'm a comedian at the end of the day. All the other things, smart, well-spoken, thoughtful, and I'll throw in ever so serious. I mean, part of it is your interview persona, dude. I'd like that to be the garnish around the funny. I do think certainly there's a reason that I bring an NPR audience. I use big words and reference things that might not be in pop culture and maybe more about world affairs and about historical things while still attempting to be relatable to any mainstream audience. I guess that's what it means, or maybe I just wear glasses. I don't know. Smile asked him about his show Totally Biased. Ari said, "First of all, it's a show that's been canceled since 2013, and the fact that it still gets its flowers is really nice. I wish it got more. I feel like the fact that the clips aren't readily available online, when FX pulled the clips after the show got canceled, I felt that was a really bad decision. They put the episodes up. The episodes aren't going to be evergreen, but some of the clips will be. It's just annoying to watch things and be like, yeah, we covered this a decade ago, and that's the same angle we took, and there's no record of it. I've seen things since, and it's like, okay, that's literally almost verbatim what I said. 3 years later, the same joke. It taught me that there were more people who appreciated the point of view that I had, that Kamau had, that the voice of the show had. It made me feel like maybe I wasn't out on a limb the same way I thought I was. At the same time, it also taught me that we were still on the cutting edge because the stuff we were talking about in 2012 about trans rights and police brutality and the angles we took then became mainstream angles a few years later. All of a sudden, you even see late night shows covering those issues. That started with us. That Apu documentary I did comes from Totally Biased. I was thinking of Apu last week or the week before, and I was watching the quote-unquote series finale of The Simpsons, and I don't think Apu appeared in it at all. Like, not even in the background or in the audience. Maybe I just missed him. Or I said, that's the thing that spurred me to write a piece about it. Things that a community know or feel have been discussed for years, or new when you've been ignored by mainstream society, so all of a sudden all our old stuff becomes new to everybody else. It helped me calibrate where we were as a society and a performer in real time. When you're doing stand-up, you're doing it in real time, but you're also releasing things to the masses once every few years in a special or a set with Totally Biased. Every night, we kind of got a sense of where people were. People still bring up that spelling bee thing I did, or the Apu thing, or how I covered Columbus Day, stuff that was forever ago to me, and somehow it's still relevant to people. It also says that the stuff we were doing was ahead of its time. And that is your comedy news for today. If you would like the program without commercial interruption, if you're on Apple Podcasts, there's a banner. Click on it and you can test drive the whole thing for 30 days. The short version is $5. You get this show and a bunch of others. Like I host 5 good news stories. And on Saturdays now we're doing 5 good news Christmas stories. Oh, I know it's October. Believe me, I know. But I also know Christmas moves the downloads. Yeah. All right. See you tomorrow.